The Department of Health is urging parents and caregivers to immediately stop using affected Nestle NAN products. And this follows a recall notice issued by the National Consumer Commission for the NAN Special Pro HA infant formula intended for babies aged 0 to 12 months, which comes in an 800-gram tin. To tell us more about this, we are now joined by Zandile Kubeka. She's the Assistant Director in the Child, Youth and School Health Cluster within the Department of Health. Ma'am, thank you so much for your time this evening here in SABC News. I mean, let's start off here. You have, of course, urged and are calling on parents to stop using this product. Maybe tell us more about this toxin which has been detected in these products.
Thank you very much, Bali, and good evening to the listeners, and thank you really for having us this opportunity to talk through this issue. Yes, just to share some light in terms of this bacterial toxin or substance that has been found in the NAN Special Pro HA formula, which is used for infants and young children 0 to 12 months. There has been this toxic substance which is produced by a bacteria called Bacillus cereus, which has a potential to cause harm to health as a result of foodborne illnesses. So it's a cause for concern for the Department of Health because of the vulnerability of the age of the affected individuals, which are infants 0 to 12 months.
And Ms. Kubeka, when it comes, to this recall, how concerned are you, particularly that this affects children who are from 0 to 12 months?
It is a serious concern for the department in South Africa and beyond South Africa as well globally, because other countries has been affected as well. Our main concern with this vulnerable age group is that these are the children who are at the critical stage of their overall brain development, which is a cause for concern in South Africa, given the a current terrain of having many infants who are not breastfeeding but being fed infant formula. As you will know that there are high risk in terms of children who are fed infant formula compared to children who are being breastfed. Hence, as a department, we also want to use this opportunity to strengthen and really heighten promotional messages around breastfeeding as a critical and optimal way for feeding infants and young children. It's a global recommendation that has been adopted for many years in South Africa that all children from 0 to 6 months, they need to be breastfed exclusively. And then from 6 months onwards, we also promote breastfeeding extensively to ensure optimal growth and development. So we urge parents, if you are planning to have a baby, just to really consider the choice to breastfeed your child. We know the optimal benefits of breastfeeding in fighting common childhood illnesses, including your diarrhea, upper respiratory infections, and many other common childhood conditions, or even their severity of illness among this age group category. So we want to also send out that strong message, which is not something that we're doing reactively, but we want to just heighten our promotional messages as one of the key messages that we want to send out in general to caregivers and mothers.
And have you received any reports from parents who have been feeding their children this sort of formula? And maybe also give us a bit of more information when it comes to how detrimental is this toxin, particularly to those children when it comes to development?
Thank you very much. At this stage, we have not received specific reports for infants who are ill as a result of having taken the affected product at the stage, but we are keeping our eyes open. We are on the lookout, and we urge parents to report if they suddenly see symptoms of severe vomiting, which can occur within 30 minutes or up to 2 hours of consumption of this product. Other symptoms that caregivers can look out for is when you see an unusual way of your baby feeling sleepy. It's something that will be a cause for concern, and it's something that must prompt all caregivers to consult the nearest healthcare facility for further medical assistance and help. So that is the message that we are sending strongly to say, despite us having not received any reports of illnesses, parents must be on the lookout for those symptoms. We also want to urge parents to also look out for symptoms of diarrhea, because diarrhea is a common presenting problem for children who are fed infant formula, irrespective of this one in question, due to contamination with this toxic substance.
All right, Ms. Kubeka, thank you so much for your time and for that explanation. That's Zandile Kubeka. She's the Assistant Director in the Child, Youth and School Health Cluster within the Department of Health, talking to us there about that recall of some Nestle NAN products.